Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello. Let me just bring up this chat log if I can get away with that. Is that a thing I'm allowed to do? Is that a thing I'm allowed to do? Can I have a chat log, please? Pretty, please. Pretty, please. Oh, there it is. I see it. I see my chat log. I see you, Mr. King Gold. I see you. How are you doing, man? Good to see you. I saw your comments of grieving last night, as I was in a state of grieving myself last night. King Gold knows exactly what I'm talking about. For anybody who doesn't know, I mean, I feel like I can go ahead and say it. It's not like I can properly give it a shout out because it just simply doesn't exist anymore. It's something in the past. It's dead. It's deceased. It's gone forever. Yesterday, Friday the 13th, was the death date of a channel called Unis Honest. And I was lucky because originally I thought I was supposed to work yesterday. And I was really sad that I was going to miss out on the final episode of Unis Honest, but luckily I had the whole day off. It took me by surprise. My work schedule this last week was weird, and it opened up my schedule for yesterday. So I was in that stream all day long, hanging out, watching, having a good time, and I even got to rewatch a couple of my favorite videos before it was gone forever, and it was nice. I'll be honest with you guys, that channel inspired me in a lot of different ways for a lot of different things that it was doing. And it got me to be... there were times where I was having a rough time wanting to encourage myself to do things, and that channel was all about doing things, like making, the best of your time and what you have. And I really enjoyed it, and it taught me a lot about just making the best of my time. So it will be greatly missed. I definitely appreciated having the chance to watch the channel and see all the videos that it had to provide, but now it's gone forever. And for anybody who wasn't a part of it, you'll just never know what I'm talking about. So if you don't know, then you can just, you had to be there. That was the saying of the night last night, which was you had to be there. Lettuce is in the house! Fuke is in the house! Good to see you guys! The Uwu Anus is dead, says Lettuce. Yes it is, Lettuce. Fuke says, never heard of Unis Honest, and guess what, Fuke? After yesterday, basically, you never will. You'll never... It was a thing that you had to be a part of, and now that it's gone forever, so there you go. I guess there's still memes and artwork of it out there, and if you really looked hard enough, you could probably find some clips or something, but it's gone. It's gone forever. And it was a lot of fun. I'll go ahead and admit I did go ahead and buy a single piece of merch from that channel. I didn't spend a lot of money on it. I just kind of wanted something to be able to remember the channel by, simply because I had a lot of fun with it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. But anyways, let's move on. I just wanted to comment on that because, no joke, right after, like no less than 10, maybe 20 minutes at the most after the end of the death stream of Unis Honest, King Gold came over to my channel, and he's like, it's dead! Unis Honest is dead! Why? And I was just like, well, memento mori, you just gotta remember that there was a reason why the channel ended the way that it did, and you coming over to my channel and saying that stuff is exactly what the saying memento mori is all about. So anyways, we're moving on. I'm sorry, I got too distracted. I just wanted to talk about that a little bit, simply because I really enjoyed Unis Honest. I really did. So we're hopping into Aesthetic Craft. I don't think you guys have seen much of anything I've done on here at all. But I've actually done a lot of... Ooh. Oh yeah, all my sheepies and cowsies are over there, so it might be a little loud. I've done a lot of work in this particular Minecraft world for the last few weeks. I've been, like, diehard playing it because I get really hardcore addicted to Minecraft. Let's see. Fuke Enterprise, is it ever good to see me? Really? Seriously? Yeah, it's good to see you, Fuke. I like seeing everybody who comes in here and hangs out. King Gold says, remember death? Absolutely. Memento Mori. Haley Raven! Hey, I remember you. You were chatting with me recently. It's good to hear from you. Yeah, found me on Instagram, started chatting with me, and now she's coming over and hanging out on the channel, which is super cool. So, glad to have you in here, Haley. Glad to have you coming in and hanging out with us. So, I don't think anybody has really seen anything I've done with this place, so I guess I kind of need to start from the beginning. This was the starter house that I built. It's primarily just my mine shaft now. I just go in there and I go down into the mines and I kind of strip mine for resources and diamonds and things like that, which is what we're going to be doing there. I think that's why I kind of started in there today, like you guys saw me spawn in there at the beginning of this, because that's primarily where we're going to be headed. This over here is kind of my farm for sheeps and cows. Meat, leather, wool, stuff like that. It's very depressing in there, so I don't like to go in there too often. Basic farm setup over here, but this farm is outclassed because we have better stuff to move on to. And mind you guys, I live in a mesa biome. This is a mesa biome. This is my own personal hell that I've chosen to place myself into and desperately try to survive. These cows and sheep right here, no joke, I spent 3 hours finding these guys and bringing them over into my mesa. It took me bloody frickin' forever. Bloody frickin' forever. I searched these guys down like crazy. It took me forever to find just 2 of each of these. And then eventually I bred them in here and then kind of moved them over into this farm over here, which is depressing, like I said. But these guys are the OG. I brought these guys over from a distant prairie all the way across the sea. It was absolute madness. One at a time, by boat. Goodness gracious, it took me forever. But that's kind of what allowed me to keep going the way that I am in this game right now. Lettuce says, some of the games on Jackbox 7 seem like they would be fun. I'm down to play them. You just let me know. We'll set up a Discord stream or something. It could be really fun. Fuke says, how does one farm and bring them to a location in Minecraft? Well, if you're talking about the sheeps and cows, so basically this is a mesa biome. And the thing about mesa biomes is nothing really survives in these biomes. You can tell, in case you don't know. The biomes are made with terracotta, so you see all this, like, brown, all these brown blocks and all these red blocks and the white and gray blocks like this. This is all mesa biome terracotta. So nothing really survives here. You have to, like, find dirt, which is really hard to do. In fact, the original reason why I picked this area as my beginning operation base is because all this dirt here was naturally here, and if you were to climb around in some of the other mesa areas, there's no dirt. So one thing that I had to learn here is that dirt, this stuff right here, this crappy dirt that you see here, is an absolutely precious resource to me. It's so precious to me. I literally, there would be times where I was going down into my mine shaft and I'd be like, oh, sweet coal! Oh, sweet iron! And then I'd be like, oh my god, dirt! I have to dig up all the dirt! I need all the dirt! And I need so much dirt. Dirt is a precious resource here. So, it was really hard to find dirt. This is where I started, and I ended up mining up dirt and using it in different areas, which I'll show you soon. As for the sheep and cows, because there's not very much dirt or grass or anything in the mesa biome, cows and sheep generally don't spawn in mesa biomes. So I had to literally climb in my boat and sail across the ocean, like quite a distance. I think I still have my map on me. No, my map isn't on me, so it's probably in a chest somewhere. I have a map that could show you, but I had to cross the sea all the way over that way and just keep on going for super long until I discovered a prairie biome. And mind you, like, this mesa biome that I'm in It's huge. It goes across the sea. Like, you guys can't even see it, but if we were going to go straight across from where I'm looking at right now, you would find more mesa biome. And then, if you go past that mesa biome, you find a desert biome. Like, it's like mesas and deserts for days. It's terrible. So this is the ridiculous location I built my base, and I went all the way across the ocean, brought in these cows and sheeps, and then made them breed, and then brought them into this farm. This is a cow crusher and a sheep crusher. So you basically kind of put some sheep in here, and you put some cows in here, and then you kind of feed them hay, and they breed, and they make more of them, and then there's like a thing where you can only have 33 living entities on a single block before they start killing each other. So what you do is you just kind of like keep breeding them over and over again until there's too many on a single square, and then they just die. And then you can take like whatever stuff out of the chest that you need. So like I come down here and I have all this meat. I took some leather out recently, and this is kind of the same thing over here. There's meat and there is wool over here. So that's kind of what I use that for, and that's like the most efficient way to farm them. It's really sad and depressing. It's like real world corporate, like skeezy, like animal farming, but like it's so efficient. I'm sorry. And these guys are my original ones. Like, I like these guys, so I keep them nice and happy out here, you know, and they're fine. They're happy. They're my OGs. You know, they hang out and they're chill. They're chill. I like them. But I try not to go in that other room too often because it's really sad and depressing, and I hate being in there. Let's see. Haley says, my daughter is watching now. Thanks. No problem. No problem. Glad to have you both in here. Fuchs says, how does one farm and bring them to the location? Oh, I already talked about that. My bad. King Gold says, I don't play Minecraft that much as I used to. I love this game. I adore it. And Fuchs says, that doesn't answer how you brought them over. That answers why you brought them. So the way that I brought them over was through this boat. So, like, you can trick an ant, like, so you can place a boat down in front of an animal, and you can push the animal into the boat, and then once the animal is in the boat, it's trapped there until you break the boat. So, like, you can trap them in the boat, and then, like, you can, for example, put a boat on land, push the animal into the boat, and then row the boat off of the land into the water. And then once you're in the water, you can cross the ocean and bring them to where you need to be. The other thing that you should probably do, if you're doing this, is you should have some wheat on you. So, like, you have wheat, and all these animals will follow you. So, like, the cows and the sheep will follow you no matter where you go, as long as you have wheat on you. Now, sometimes they'll get bored and they'll, like, walk away from the wheat, but usually all you have to do is whenever I'm, traveling with animals that, like, that I need them to follow me, I'll, like, go a little bit of a distance, and then I'll stop and look behind me to make sure that they're still there. So that's, like, how you lead them into the boat, and then once they're in the boat, they're stuck there. And then you just kind of transport them to where you need them to be transported. And it's not just like cows and sheep you can do this with. You can do this with chickens, you can do this with dogs, you can do it with cats, you can do it with villagers. You can do it with villagers as well. You can even put hostile mobs in boats and, transport them. Now, usually that's pretty dangerous, though. Like, you can trap a zombie in a boat or a creeper in a boat or whatever, but there's always, like, if you get in the boat with a zombie, he'll attack you. If you get in the boat with a creeper, he'll explode. So you just have to be really cautious with that stuff. But that's pretty much one of the best ways to do it. Lettuce says Xavier's also watching. Well, look at that. We were all hanging out, having a good time with some Minecraft. Well, let me show you guys some cool stuff before we actually get into the meat of what I'm doing. So this right here is my favorite building that I've built. And actually, this was the first major building I built on this mesa biome other than what's going on over here. So this is my main base. This is the focal point of everything that I do in my current area. So this is primarily a storage room. Yes, it has a badass dome on the top, and I love it. I can climb up these stairs and go all the way up to the top. And you can go to the very top of this glass dome, which I love this. I spent so much time building this, you guys. You have no idea. Way too much time. And now I'm on the top of my dome, and it's a legit dome. This is all glass. I actually have watched a few tutorials on dome making, so that's kind of why this dome looks so nice and pretty, is because I watched a bunch of stuff on how to make these. And I made sure that there was this little rooftop so I can come up here and I have a bow with infinity and I can like snipe things off the top, which is really fun to do sometimes. It's turning in, oh, okay, I fell down that hole, that's fine. The staircase here doesn't really serve a purpose other than to get to the top of the dome. It's just really cool, but it also takes you down there, which I will take you guys down in just a moment, and you guys will see more cool things. Okay, fine. I'm installing Minecraft again. You win. Yeah, Fuke. This Minecraft is my favorite game, I think. I think I can definitely say that it's my favorite game ever. So anyways, yeah, I spent a lot of time building this place. It's very nice. I've decorated it days and days now. Everything is nice and cleanly organized the way that I like it. I have wood over here. Most of my main building materials are over here. Tools things over here, mixture of nether stuff, and there's terracotta, and, like mob drops over here, resources, railways, coal, charcoal, all that stuff. Nothing too crazy, just, you know, a really cool looking setup. I have some random chests as well that just kind of have like tons of things in them, random things. Food and dyes in here, I guess. What else do I have? Weapons, I guess, and random armor that I need to get rid of. I don't know what I'm going to use all that crappy leather armor for, but I'm sure it'll serve a purpose at some point. Most of the stonework and metalwork is done over here. I have smelters, I have ovens, anvil, whetstone, stone carver, and then, like, obviously my metals and stones over here. And then this area is kind of like the basic crafting area, so I have, like, a loom, a map making, a cartography table, I should say. There's some ovens for cooking food, all that good stuff. Let's see, and I have a workstation and a bed in front of every single door, because I'm always going out on one side and working really hard and tons of things, and then I need to get to a bed as soon as possible, and sometimes I need to craft really quick. So every entrance has this kind of bed crafting table setup, which is extremely convenient. And that was the secret to building this base. This whole base is built with the idea in mind that it's absolutely totally convenient. Everything is right where I need it to be when I need it. So, like, whenever I'm over here working with monster materials, it's like, oh, I need a crafting table. Boom, there's a crafting table right there. And it's like, oh, I'm over here working with, you know, these, you know, power resources. I need a crafting table. Oh, there's a crafting table right there. Bam, click on it immediately. Every single major area where there's crafting ingredients, there's a crafting table and other multiple crafting tables. Just to be as convenient as possible so I don't have to spend lots of time running around the entire dome to get to what I need. So now we'll go down to this layer, which is another favorite layer of mine. This is my sugarcane farm, which I'm very proud of. I spent an incredible amount of time. This base I've spent so much time on. So this is a semi-automatic sugarcane farm. Basically sugarcane on every side. There is a total of 60 sugarcane plants here. So, and basically they grow 3 squares tall, which is pretty basic. And once they get to their 3rd square, no matter how tall any one particular plant is, the moment that one of these gets in front of the pair of eyes, all of these will be harvested. So usually it gets me about, let's see, 60 times 2. So usually I get about, these are 15. So I get about 30 per side. Oh, there it goes. Oh yeah, that's right. So that's about 15 to 30 per side. It's very efficient. Here, I'll even show you guys the collection chest. There's also a minecart system right below that is collecting all of the sugarcane. And yes, this is all survival mode. I built all of this in survival mode. I'm really weird. I don't really like playing in creative mode that often. I feel like that the survival mode makes it more challenging to build and thus more fun to build. So I pretty much do everything in Minecraft in survival mode. I barely ever use creative mode or anything like that. Let's see. King Gold says, I really recommend the server called The Hive Minigames. Go check it out sometime in the future. I'll look into it. Your boy Lettuce says, I bought and beat Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. I have not played Kingdom Hearts since Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2 was like the last major Kingdom Hearts game I played. So anyways, that is my dome. That's the base. That's the building that I spend the most amount of time in constantly. Which is why I built it so carefully and so like there's so much detail and work put into it, is because it's the building I spend the most time in. Absolutely. This is a secondary farm that I built because I got to a point of where the farm that I showed over there was not doing enough. So I built this secondary farm to supplement the larger need of carrots and wheat. However, once I got to this point of building this farm, I realized that I needed to further expand and do more farming and be more efficient with my farming. So that's when I built, there's a big old farm over here. I'll come back to these buildings in a little bit. I'm kind of going in the order in which I built things. So after I finished building that dome, and then I built the supplement farm over there, I was like, wow, this supplement farm, even though it's nice, it's not going to cut it. So I built a hyper-efficient, now this is not an automatic farm of any sort. This is all 100%, you have to grow it, you have to harvest it. But despite the fact that you do have to grow everything and you do have to harvest everything, this is a very efficient farm. Very, very efficient. It grows faster than any other farm I've ever built, and it's incredibly efficient. So this is kind of the outside. It's not really a dome. It's kind of like a semicircle square kind of getup. It's got these like nice looking corners. Like I said, I kind of like things to look really nice. You can tell with all the hay bales that this farm puts out a lot. So it's very efficient. Caution, do not let the bees out, thank you. Because I play on a server with a bunch of people, I need to remember to put signs out for people, just in case if they come by and they're, like, not sure. I never try to tell people to do anything, but the thing is that when these bees escape, they're very, very hard to get back into the farm. So I kind of let people know that there are bees inside, like, don't let them out, don't hurt the bees. Because bees are they're very sensitive creatures in Minecraft. You have to be very careful with them. So this is my hyper-efficient farm. As you'll see, there are bees literally everywhere. It took me a very long time to get all these bees set up. I even had a couple of accidents where when I was in the process of building this farm, and I had all these bees in here, I didn't have the whole place properly lit up, and one time a skeleton spawned in here. Oh no, this plot of dirt is broken! Who did this? Who did this? Oh no, and this one's the same. Wait, how? How did that happen? Somebody's been in here trampling my crops. Who done it? Was it you? Bees! My wonderful, powerful bee army! You must remember to defeat all intruders who may come... Actually, you probably shouldn't do that, because if they get hurt, then they all die. So, I need like a watchdog in here or something. Maybe I should get a puppy. Maybe I should get a puppy in this mesa biome. So this is my hyper-efficient farm. I grow primarily wheat and carrots. Because those are my two favorite crops to grow. They're just the most useful. Wheat is just an all-around super useful crop for so many different purposes. You should always be growing wheat in all of your farms. Always. It is like the ultimate utility crop for everything you need to do in this game, pretty much. So always grow lots of wheat. As for carrots, carrots are not, like, the best crop of all time, but they're my personal, like, second favorite crop because almost every villager will buy, well, not almost every almost every farmer villager will buy carrots. Not all villagers buy wheat, and not all villagers buy potatoes, and barely any villagers ever buy beets. So I was actually growing beets for a while because I needed the beets to make red dye. But I don't really need red dye anymore, so I'm just kind of going back to growing carrots and wheat. I guess I have a few beets left over here, but it's not a big deal. I'm fine with them whether I have them or not. But anyways, this farm grows incredibly fast. There are a lot of things that allow this farm to grow crazy fast. So all of these slabs are waterlogged. So every time you see a wooden slab like this down here or this over here, that all has water on it, which feeds these crops just fine. These campfires contribute. I don't remember what it is that campfires do in farms, but I remember hearing that campfires make it so that, like, crops grow faster. I don't know why that is. I have no idea. That's just something I remember hearing from watching a video about making efficient farms, which is having campfires. But also, the campfires serve another purpose, which is they make it so that I can harvest honey and honeycomb from the beehives. So if you don't have a fire underneath a beehive, when you harvest the beehive, the bees will attack you. So in order to prevent them from attacking you, you got to make sure you put a campfire underneath the beehives. So the campfire is contributing to the growth cycle of the plants, and it's also contributing to allowing the beehives to be harvestable, which is awesome. Everything is pretty relatively close in proximity. The bees are also feeding the crops. So every time a bee is carrying pollen from a flower into the beehive, if it, like, touches a crop, you'll see little green sparkles come out of the crop, which means it has now increased the growth rate of the crop that it touches. So yeah, and I have all these really fancy flowers. I like fancy flowers because I'm a fancy flower boy, and I don't care what anybody says about that. I have roses and I have tulips, and they're all very pretty, and I like them very, very much. So yeah. So that was kind of the next major build that I did in this world. If we come out here, this is kind of... I built this area because this area used to be really dangerous. I put most of these slabs down here. Right below my farm and below these wooden planks is a super duper dangerous deep cavern. You can see it right there. Very dangerous. I've explored a very small amount of it. I've not explored any of that area. Most of the exploration I've done is over in this area and a little bit over this way. But I have not thoroughly explored this cavern. I should do more of it soon. I did put up this sign because there was a period of time where you could walk out of here and just fall to your death. So I had to put in flooring, I had to put up fences and signs to make sure people don't die, because this was a really dangerous area until I changed it. Let's see, Fajuk says, wait, it auto-farms? Hey, it's not weird if I play it the same way. You can play it however you want, man. Like, if you like creative mode versus survival mode, that's fine. Yeah, this is not an automatic farm. My sugarcane farm, which I showed you, is automatic. I don't have to, like, grow it. I don't have to harvest it. It does all the work for me, and it just fills up a chest. This is, like, a non-automatic farm. I have to come in here and harvest everything and grow everything and all that. But it grows very quickly, and it's very nice. I actually like the fact that it's not an automatic farm, because I sometimes just like to relax and go to all my farms and harvest everything, because that's the kind of person I am. So after I finished building that, what happened was I'm in a person named Vlad. His name's Vlad, and this is his server. And he had connected my base up to a portal hub in the Nether. So he had this portal put over here, and it was just kind of sitting there for a really long time, especially while I was working on my farm. And I made a promise to him that, I mean, he didn't care either way, but I basically promised myself after I finished building the farm, I would go over here and build a hub, like a little base, for my nether portal. So this is my nether portal base. It's very fancy. I spent a lot of time on it. It's basically just a building with a nether portal inside, but all the materials are basically nether materials. All materials gathered from the nether. I have these nice lamps. It looks like the nether is... I made it so that it's supposed to look like that the nether is bleeding into the real world. Like, I thought that would be a really cool effect, just to look really cool and stuff. So I have all this, like, the netherrack and the soul soil and soul sand kind of, like, seeping out of the nether base and kind of taking over the world here, which I thought was a really cool look. I have this very nice semi-transparent fence wall. I have all this red glass, which is what I was growing those beets for that I mentioned earlier. And if you just kind of come in here, this is the very nice portal room. I built another dome. As you can see, I like domes. I'm a dome kind of person. And I kind of use crimson wood and the soil that the crimson forest grows on to kind of decorate the area. This is once again that thing that I was saying where I kind of wanted it to look like that the nether is like bleeding out of the portal into the real world. It's just a cool effect. It just looks cool. And I like it when things look really cool. Fuke says, is it hard to learn to build auto farms? No, actually. Honestly, so whatever, like, for example, the automatic sugarcane farm that I have here is I copied this build off of a YouTuber that I watch for Minecraft builds. And it's really easy. Just honestly look up like a YouTube video of whatever kind of automatic farm you want to build, and they'll teach it like whatever. Like so the one that I use the most, and I guess this is kind of a shout out. He'll never acknowledge me, but that's okay. I don't care because I just like his material. He's a very good Minecraft player. There's a guy named Waddles. If you guys have ever watched the YouTube channel Waddles. Wattles, or is it ELS? Waddles. And he has... I learn a lot from building Minecraft stuff from his channel. He's very efficient, but he also has a discerning eye for style. I love his way of being efficient and stylish. So, like, a lot of my styles that I do for, now, mind you, like, this whole dome and everything, like, it was inspired by things that he did, but I basically built this with my own imagination, pretty much. So I kind of use his builds as inspiration for my own builds. And a lot of the automatic farms that I've built in the past, including this automatic sugarcane farm, are based off of videos that he did that inspired me to build the things that I've built. Also, a lot of my stylistic choices are based on things that he's done, because I really enjoy his sense of style. So anyways, yeah, that's my nether base. And then after that, I built this kind of... this is like an enchanting house. And I kind of, like, built it, but after I built it, I realized that I probably would barely use it, which is really sad, because this is a really cool build that I'm really proud of. So you guys can't really tell from the inside or the side, but this building, my inspiration for it was, it's a moon. So let me show you guys. If you guys come up here, it's not a dome, it's a moon. So I built a crescent moon shape with the building, and I have this like little blue window where I wanted the enchanting table to be. And I kind of also built this campfire here, and the campfire is like a lantern, but it's also supposed to be like a star in the middle of the, well, on the you know, the middle edge of the crescent moon. So yeah, that was kind of like what I wanted to do, was I wanted this enchanting area, and I thought it would look really cool if it was a crescent moon from the top. And it's kind of hard to see that from the inside and directly from the outside. You have to go to the top to see it. But it was just something really cool that I wanted to do. And I built it, and it was really funny because shortly after I built this place, I basically realized that I would pretty much never use this. And I pretty much never do. And I still like it because it's in close proximity to my main base. So all I have to do is shortly, like if I need to enchant something on the fly while I'm in my base, I can just sprint over here and have an enchanting table at the ready to go. But the main thing of why I barely use this is because of this over here. Now, after I finished building that enchanting area, I had found below my base, it was while I was collecting resources and things like that to like keep working on all the other builds I had. While I was collecting resources, I was right below my base, and I found this down here. Now, you're going to see a complete build, but what it is I found a zombie spawner right below my base. That's it right there. This is a spawner farm. This is my zombie spawning farm. This is where I collect EXP, and this is the enchanting table that goes with the spawner that I built. So once I discovered this spawner, that was when I realized I'm never going to use that enchanting table up there, because I'm going to build this miniature spawner base and then put an enchanting table here and then use this like forever. So, and I have this enchanting table with all these bookcases in close proximity. So it's maxed out. It goes all the way up to level 30 like it's supposed to. I have these storage barrels for keeping enchanted things in and enchanting materials. There's this really nice diamond sword that I'm pretty much never going to use. And the reason why I'm never going to use it is because I'm going to take its abilities and put it on this sword instead, because this sword is so much cooler. And that's a project in motion. That's something that I've been slowly working on. So, as you can hear with all the gurgling, this is the spawner. If you really wanted to, you can come out here, and you can see that I dug this entire area out. I thought it would be really cool to build the entire spawner out of granite, and the fact that the spawner is made out of granite is kind of a joke, because I told you guys that a lot of the stuff I watch that inspires me to do what I'm doing is by Waddles. And so I was watching a video on how to make a zombie spawner that was made by Waddles, and while he was building his spawner, he made a joke about, like, making the spawner out of granite and how amazing that would be. And he was saying that, like, sarcastically, because granite is not exactly the most pretty of all materials. As you can tell, it's very pink and fleshy looking. Which I actually really like for the zombie spawner, because it's like fleshy, you know, like weird and creepy and fleshy, like zombie meat. So I thought it would be funny, based on the comment that he made about making a spawner out of granite. I thought it'd be super cool to make my entire spawner, the floor, the walls, the ceiling, the tunnels. As you can see, the tunnels on the sides here, all granite. All granite, just because I could. And the stairs are granite. And, and then you come into here, and the staircase to the farm is granite, and the peeky window is granite. It's all granite. Except for the main base, obviously. We're here in the main base. This is all blackstone and crimson wood, which looks really cool. It kind of makes it, I kind of made it look like that it's kind of like this weird nethery, veiny, creepy looking kind of look to it. And you'll notice also it's kind of dark in here. I kind of wanted it to have a dark atmosphere. And the thing with the dark atmosphere is that you'd have to worry about, you know, things spawning on it. But that's why the floors are made of slabs. So that way we don't have any problems with that. So when you want to come down and kill some zombies, pull out your sword. Bam! Look at all the zombies! Look at them all! Die, zombies, die! Oh, so much EXP. Oh, yes. Oh, it's wonderful. And then this chest is full of zombie things, I guess. Ooh, look at all that stuff. Hey, look at that. Enchanted equipment. Cool. I'll empty that out later because I don't care. So yeah, that's the zombie farm. And this is where all the enchanting goes down. That's why I don't use the enchanting table up there very much. But that's pretty much all I wanted to show down here. I wasn't planning to stay down there doing tons of things. That's kind of stuff that I prefer to do off camera because it's boring! It's boring! So we're not going to do it. But I'm going to go over here and I'm going to get some Z's. I'm going to get my rest on. Yeah, sleeping. Sleeping! Is it, let's see, King Gold says, Puppy power, get some penguins? I don't think there are penguins in this game. That'd be super cool if there were penguins. Dude, I'll tell you right now, King Gold, if there were penguins in this game, you know I'd collect them. Like, I would have them. I would build a penguin farm. I would build a penguin farm. It would be amazing. I would love it so much. I'd have penguins slipping in a sled and all on the bellies on the ice. Oh, yeah. Okay, so... that only took me 40 minutes, so goodness gracious, showing everything. Another thing that's crazy is, so I found that zombie spawner below my base. There's spawners everywhere, you guys, so check this out. When I was digging out this farm area over here, I was over here, and check this shit out. Spawner, right there! Right in the middle of everything! Look at that! It's just right there, open to the public. Anybody can come over here and find this zombie spawner. It's just there. So I tagged it off because spiders were attacking me while I was building this and digging this area out. So I had to go in there and mark it off. And the thing is that Vlad contacted me this morning, and he's just like, dude, there are so many spawners in your area. And I was like, I know, I found like 3 of them. Like, there's one that I showed you over there. There's the one right below my base. And then also, if you go over to, see that tunnel over there in the mountain over there, across the little gorge? So, in that tunnel, if you go down a little ways, there are 2 spider spawners right next to each other. 2 of them, like, right next to each other, in the open. In the open, just like that spider spawner over there. It's crazy. And then, like, Vlad contacted me this morning. He's like, dude, right near your base, I was told by one of the other members on the server that there are 5 spider spawners all right next to each other. Like, all right next to each other. I have seen double spawners. I have seen triple spawners. I have never in my life seen a quintuple spawner of any kind, ever. I've never seen that. And he told me that, like, because like I said, like, I found 2 over there, I found 1 over there, I found 1 right below my base. Like, this is spawner central. Like, there's so many spawners in this area. So Vlad told me that he went out and he found all 5 of the spawners that are all right next to each other. And he built a gigantic spider spawner EXP farm where he connected all 5. So, like, you know how we went down below and I showed you the zombie spawner and it has that giant cube around it to make it into, like, a giant machine? So he built 5 of those. 5 of them, all containing the spider spawners, and then had them all interconnect. And you can go down below to where they all interconnect. And you can just stand there and farm spiders for days. Just for days. Like, it's absolutely insanity. Like, it's absolutely insane. So, yeah, this is, like, the thing is that, like I told you, like, in this biome, food is hard to get. There are basically no animals. There's basically no dirt. Like, even just having cobblestone is, like, a major resource. It took me a long time to get a good amount of cobblestone going on this area, and I needed a lot of it for a period of time. But if you can, like, get past the absolute things that you need to survive, which is like, you know, food and farms and things like that. If you can get past that little uphill battle, this biome is insane to be in. Because there's just spawners everywhere, and spawners are like king. Like, they are the best thing ever. Like, oh, spawners are so good. They're so good. So I've spent 45 minutes just kind of showing everything off. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry we haven't done much. But it was really fun just kind of like talking about all the cool stuff I got. So we're going to go for the next, I guess 15 minutes. I spent so much time just like showing you guys things. We'll do more Minecraft streams. I've officially been contacted by enough people to know that people want to see Minecraft again. Which is really cool, because I love this game. I just get really nervous about playing it for multiple reasons on stream. The first reason I get nervous about playing it on stream is because there's a lot of boring things in Minecraft. And I get really worried that I'll get focused on doing something boring in Minecraft. And that makes me nervous to show it to people, because it's like, well, this is just me running around down in the mines doing nothing, you know? And, like, I don't necessarily want to bore you guys. I want to do something fun. But enough of you guys have, like, told me that you find this entertaining enough that I should definitely do it more regularly, so I think I will. The other thing that makes me nervous about playing Minecraft on stream is I'm so bad at this game, you guys. I know everything you guys just saw me talking about and doing makes me look like I'm kind of like a pro at this game. Guys, I am so bad at this game. I'm terrible at this game. I die way too much. I was even talking to Vlad at one point about, like, I was like, hey, dude, like, I discovered this weird glitch that happens when you die. And I was, like, carefully explaining it to him, and he's like, I never knew that was a thing, like, ever. And I was like, really? And he's like, well, yeah, because me and other people don't really die. Like, we're too good for that. We don't die in this game. And I'm like, oh, I'm the only one who dies, so I'm the only one who knows about these things. It's like, I'm happy and sad at the same time. Why? Why am I such a noob at Minecraft? I think I'm just a permanent noob at this game, you guys, but I kind of like that. Because, I like the simple things in this game. And I think the fact that I'm a noob all the time helps me enjoy the really simple things in this game. So what am I going to be doing? So we're going to be doing some strip mining, guys. So we're going to kind of pick an area, and we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. I will do it after I read some comments, because I fell behind a little bit. Fuke says, there's clearly a lot about Minecraft I do not know. Fuke? There's clearly a lot about Minecraft that I don't know. Like, that's the thing. You can play this game for so long, and you'd be surprised, like, how many things you can learn. Like I said, like, I told Vlad about that glitch about dying, and he was like, I didn't even know that was a thing. You know? Like, Minecraft is just such a... It's a game where you can just kind of, like, get into it, and you'd be surprised, like, how many new things you can learn. Like, it's just nuts. I'm gonna put torches in my offhand so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. So we're doing strip mining. Oh, I've been here already. Ooh, redstone! I want that. Give me the redstone. Give me the redstone! Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. We're gonna... Where is the... Ooh, excuse me. Got the hiccups. Okay. Let's say I have more cobblestone than dirt, so we're going to go ahead and stop the water source, and we're going to dig out this redstone here, because I need redstone! I needs it. Okay, so we're going to pull out my pickaxe, Richie Rich, which has efficiency 4, fortune 3, and mending. And yes, I built this guy myself, and I'm very proud of him. Using my zombie spawner and my, my enchanting table where my zombie spawner is, which is very nice. I like it. King Gold says it reminds me of a penguin's memory. What's that? Are you remembering the secrets of penguins? Do penguins have many secrets? The secret life of penguins. Oh my god, that would be a documentary I would never want to miss. I would love to see the secret life of penguins. What was it that I remember that there was this old, I think I saved it somewhere because it made me laugh so hard. There was like a manga that I read when I was a teenager. And I can't remember what manga it was, like not for the life of me. But the one thing that I remember about the manga that made me laugh, it was like an ongoing joke with me for a while, was there was this panel, like it was one panel where it was like a character from the manga wanted to have a children's book read to them. And the children's book was called The Secret Life of Cows. And it just had the face of a cow on the front of it. And I was like, that must be like the best book ever written. I want to know about the secret life of cows. Who wouldn't want to know about the secret life of cows? Man, cows, I bet cows have so many secrets. Can you imagine all of the secrets that cows probably have? It's probably way too many. And they're hiding them from us humans. And just imagining that there's a book that reveals the many secrets of cows? Like, why wouldn't you want to know that information? That is clearly a good source of information to be keeping track of. Let's go this way, guys. I want to go this way. But I would love to know the secret life of cows. And I remember, like, when I was reading that manga, like, I can't for the life of me remember what manga it was. But I remember, like, stopping, like, from reading that manga and just staring at that panel with the secret life of cows on it. And I was like, this is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in this manga. Like, and I remember it was like a comedy manga. And I was like, considering all of the hijinks and silliness that happens in this manga, this single panel of a book called The Secret Life of Cows is the single funniest thing I've ever seen in this entire book. It was so great. It made me laugh so hard. I wish I still had it in front of me. I want to say that I saved it as a picture because it was so funny. But, gone forever until I could find it again. But The Secret Life of Cows, man. Don't you want to know? Doesn't everybody want to know The Secret Life of Cows? Because I do. I really do. Haha, got it. Cool tip for Minecrafters that you might not know. If you dig out gravel or sand, any kind of block that drops from the ceiling, you can dig it out and put a torch below it, and then all the blocks will fall on top of it, and they will break into collectible blocks. So that way you don't have to use all the durability on your shovel. So, like, I can dig this out and put a torch there, and all the blocks break. Isn't that nifty? Isn't that a nifty little trick? Ooh, iron! Ooh, iron! I want it. Give me all the iron. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Put it in my inventory. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to keep digging out this gravel because I'm kind of trying to keep a straight path here relatively, I think. There we go. Break all that gravel. That's right. Get all that gravel out of the way. I hate it. Get out of here, dirty, stinky gravel. Get out of here. Okay, hold on. Bam! Get out of here, gravel. Get gone. Get gone. Okay, let's see here. Let me catch up on the chat log just a little bit while I dig this out and put on my pickaxe. Let's see. Whoa. I kind of fell behind there. Isn't it better to destroy the spawners, or is farming better? Never. Fuke, if there isn't one single crazy important lesson that I can teach you as a person who's made this mistake a couple of times in the past, never, ever break a spawner. Don't ever do it. That's like one of the worst mistakes you could ever make. You never ever want to break spawners. The only time that it's ever okay to break a spawner is if it's in like a really crazy inconvenient spot. Like if it's like, if the spawner is like in a place where like it's like, for example, like right in a building site of something that's like really important, then it's okay to break a spawner as long as you're okay with the fact that you will never be able to like utilize that spawner ever again. Like if you just want it gone forever because it's absolutely inconvenient as to where it's located, then go ahead and break it. but don't break spawners. You will be so angry with yourself in the future. Spawners cannot be harvested. You can't, you can't break them and pick them up. Even with Silk Touch, you can't break them and pick them up. Don't do it. And if you ever want, the thing is that spawners are so useful. They're, one of the most useful things you can find in the entire game. And they're rare. They're very hard to find. That's why, when I was saying earlier that it was so crazy that we found so many spawners all directly next to each other. It's because, that's really hard to find. That doesn't happen very often. It's extremely, extremely rare for that to ever occur. For example, I thought double spawners and triple spawners were crazy, crazy, crazy rare. Those are really hard to find. Two spawners to, 3 spawners that are all directly right next to each other is, crazy, insane good luck. And it's very hard to find that kind of stuff. So, when, my biome has tons of spawners in it, which is cool. That's why I was so excited about that, was because I was amazed at how many spawners there were in the area. And then when I had Vlad contact me and basically say, dude, I found out that there's, a quintuple spawner in your area, and I'm building, a base around it. And I was like, damn, that's crazy! That's so crazy! Because that never happens. That's something that's, that's like winning the lottery and being struck by lightning at the same time. That's how hard it is to find, 5 spawners all right next to each other. It's insane. I've never seen anything like that before. But apparently that's, right in our area, which is very cool. Which means, good for Vlad, because he set it up so that we could abuse it and use it to our, advantage. And I am probably going to use it, especially considering that it's right next to my base from what he said. So that's awesome. Fuchs says, I'm just a noob who does not understand Minecraft. Don't worry about it, man. I know so little about this game. I feel like I've learned a lot, but I still have tons and tons of things to learn about this game. And that's what I really actually love about this game, is because, there's so many things to explore, and there's so many things to learn, and, you'll always be surprised when you learn something new that's actually going to make your life easier in the game. There's tons of it everywhere. This is definitely, I mentioned this before, this is basically one of the best games I've ever played in my entire life, hands down. This is a game that I can, even when I get really angry, I die in a terrible way, and I have to, rage quit the game for, a month or so, I come back to it. I love this game. I don't think I'll ever be able to stop playing this game, ever. It's hands down, one of the best games I've ever played in my entire life. No argument about it whatsoever. Gonna break this block! Oh god! That was actually kind of dangerous. I feel lucky that I didn't get hurt from that. Okay, so we're gonna continue digging this area out. Go ahead and break that torch. Let's go ahead and put the torch here, actually. Mine up some iron. I'll admit, I do really want to find diamonds, but I don't need diamonds. I have a lot of diamonds. I just thought that would be really cool to find. But if we don't find any, that's okay. We'll do this again. We'll definitely come back to Minecraft, and we'll do some more resource hunting, because that was something that I definitely realized the last time I was playing Minecraft, which was maybe a few days ago. I was starting to run out of resources, and I was like, you know what, if I do a stream, that'll probably be the best thing I can do for the stream, is going back to resource hunting, because that's something I need in the game. Go ahead and put some cobblestone right there. I'll fill this area out. I want this area to be kind of flat, just so I can walk across it quickly. Like I said, we're doing the whole strip mining process here. That's the goal. That is the goal. Because when you strip mine, that's a good way to find the diamonds. By the way, for anybody who wants to know, I am currently on Y12. So Y12 and Y11 are like the 2 best coordinates for hunting for diamonds. So if you're ever looking for diamonds, go down to Y12 or Y11, or that is Danger. Danger incarnate. Hello, Danger incarnate. Please don't kill me. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to put some... Okay, we're gonna be so careful. Hey, there's Vlad! He's like, hey, how are you? Are you caving? Yes, Vlad, I am caving. Yes, I am caving and streaming. Bam! Now he knows. Vlad's a really good guy. He works very hard to keep this server in tip-top shape. I don't think that this server is open to the public, though, so I don't think anybody can actually really play with me. If I remember correctly, now I can't be absolutely sure about it. There goes Vlad. He says, cool! Hello, stream! He's saying hi to everybody. Everybody say hi to Vlad. He's a good dude. He works very hard on keeping this server in tip-top condition. But if I remember correctly, this is a server that is for people who make video content like I do. So I don't think this server is actually open to the public. But I wouldn't be surprised if he does have a server that's open to the public. So I'll ask him about it later, and if he is interested in me advertising his server, I will do so the next time I stream this game. Because he might have a server that is actually open to the public. Kind of depends. Let's see. Oh man, I keep falling behind. King Gold says, if you've seen the movie, it's penguins fighting in Vietnam. Oh my god. That sounds terrible. It's fine if you die and you learn from your mistakes. Yeah, I mean, I die a lot, and I try to, like, learn from my mistakes, but I still make mistakes. And, I do a lot of things to make sure that I try to stay extra safe, but at the same time, sometimes I just get really sloppy. I feel like I get sloppier when I'm streaming, because it's like I'm multitasking. I'm trying to talk with you guys. Whoa, like that, for example. That was almost really bad. But yeah, sometimes I make mistakes even when I'm trying really, really hard not to. And especially when I'm streaming. Because it takes concentration to stream and play at the same time. You know, you hear? You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't care what anybody says. Streaming is a hard job, man. It really is. It takes streaming and video making in general. Like, just, if you are a full-time YouTuber, like, straight up, like, because I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I don't think I could, like, I mean, I believe that eventually someday I will be able to accomplish that. I just need to keep working hard on it and keep doing my thing, and I know I'll get there. But for anybody who is a full-time streamer, full respect, man, because it is tough. It is so tough to be a full-time streamer. Like, it's a ton of hard work. And I mean, even as like a part-time streamer, you know, who also has a job to pay his bills, it's tough work, man. Like, it's so hard making, like, streams, like, trying to make streams every day. Like, if you're a full-time YouTuber and, like, not only you are a full-time YouTuber, but if you're a full-time YouTuber and you make a video every single day, dude, you have so much respect from me. So much respect, because that is so hard to do. It is so hard to be a full-time streamer. Oh god, I didn't realize, but guys, I actually have to go. I mean, that is the full hour. You know what, here's what I'll do. I will walk my way back to my base. I will kind of communicate with the chat just a little bit more, and then we'll call it a stream, okay, guys? These are the stairs. There they go. Okay. So, new world created, says Fuke. Survival mode, first step, build a church. The Great Church of Fuke! Build yourself a nice church base, man. Go for it. Like a big blown cathedral, dude. Like, dude, and they're like, if you're building like a church, like a cathedral, build a dome, because domes are cool. I love domes. They are the coolest. Oh god, the sheep and cows. Okay. I'm going to go further away from this area because it's so loud with all the sheep and cows. So I'm going to go into my dome. We're going to hang out in my pretty little sugarcane farm because that's like one of the prettiest areas. I made it so that it looks really nice. Vlad says, nice stream title. Sadly, I cannot stay and listen, but I can chat here if you have any questions, issues. Bye, stream, he says. Well, I mean, if Vlad's here, I'm actually about to end the stream, buddy. I'm just going to kind of catch up on the chat log here, and then I'm going to call it. So, let's see here. It looks like Haley Raven, one of my new subscribers, says, but I don't know why my daughter is in love with this game. Oh, this game is great. Like, in all seriousness, Haley, like, play this game with your daughter. Like, you will have so much fun. This game is hands down one of the greatest games I've ever played in my entire life. And anybody can enjoy it. This game is fun for children, it's fun for teenagers, it's fun for adults. Like, and it's got so many themes. Like, it's building, it's adventuring, it's exploring, it's a horror. Like, there's horrific things that happen in the game that are, like, genuinely scary but fun to experience. And, like, it's such a good game. Haley, play this game with your daughter. Even if it's, like, she's playing it and you're just looking over her shoulder and, like, you know, kind of like, ooh, look at that. And, like, oh, what's that? Like, that's really cool. And just play it with her. You'll have a great time. This game is a super fun experience for everybody. And, like, I could even see, like, I've heard people that, like, have, like, family servers where they just play with their family on Minecraft and build their own world. It's super fun. King Gold says, The Secret Life of Penguins, it's perfect! The Secret Life of Cows. Troll Warrior, hey buddy, I don't know if I said hi to you before, but I feel like this is the first time I've seen you in the stream. He says, you can mine it with Silk Touch, really? Yeah, no, so Silk Touch does not work on spawners. It doesn't. Like, I mean, I think that there's, like, maybe, like, a mod that you could use to, there's, like, probably a mod you could use to Silk Touch spawners, but you can't Silk Touch spawners in normal Minecraft. They are a block that just, the moment that you break the block, it's gone. It's gone forever. You can't pick it up, you can't move it elsewhere. Now, in this server that I'm playing, there is a mod that allows you to build a spawner cage, like those little spawners. So, like, and it's like, I think you have to, like, break a bunch of them, and they drop, like, a piece of the spawner, and you can, like, build the spawner and then place it wherever you want, but that's because of a mod. That's not because of the core game. In the core game, you cannot break spawners unless you're okay with them being gone forever. Because once you break a spawner, it's gone forever. That's it. King Gold says, I have been looking for emeralds for almost half a year. Seriously? Damn, emeralds are hard to find. King Gold, if you're looking for emeralds, dig inside of a mountain. Go to a mountain biome, like where there's like big tall mountains and snow everywhere, and dig into the mountain. Emeralds pretty much only... Uh-oh, I'm covered in pillagers, aren't I? Well, they can't get in here, but I'll go and kill them later. Emeralds spawn in mountain biomes. So you go to... Like, I would suggest going to the top of a mountain, in a snowy mountain biome, and just go to the top and start digging down and out. And you'll eventually find emeralds, because they're very rare, but they primarily spawn in mountain biomes. King Gold is saying hi to Vlad. I don't know if he's still here, but everybody say hi to Vlad. Hi, Vlad. Hi-bye, Vlad. I don't even know if he's here anymore. Son of Vlad says you're not going to find emeralds in that biome. Hi, all. Oh, there's Vlad. Hey. So there he goes. He goes ahead and tells you that you can't find emeralds in random biomes. You have to go to mountain biomes. That's the best place. Fuke says, spawned on an island. Time to figure out how to build a church, then a farm. Okay, Fuke, build a dirt hut first, okay? Build it. Okay, so step 1, build a dirt hut. Step 2, you build your dirt hut before dark, and then either, like, try to kill sheep before nightfall hits, and collect as much wool as you can. And then when you have 3 pieces of wool, build yourself a bed using 3 pieces of wood planks and 3 pieces of wool. And then once you have a bed, put that in your dirt hut and sleep during the night. If you're caught in your dirt hut and night falls and you don't have a bed yet, while you're in your dirt hut, start digging down and go mining. And start searching for resources like coal and iron. And also, if you can, see if you can find a mine shaft and start looking for cobwebs. And if you find cobwebs, slice them up with a sword to harvest them as fast as possible. And then combine all the string you find get 4 pieces of string and put it in your crafting window and build wool out of the string. And that way you can build a bed from the string rather than having to go find wool in the wild from sheep. And then, after you have your dirt hut settled, after you have your bed settled, then start working on, like, a farm. Try to, like, get seeds from grass and, like, build a simple farm. Build your wheat in rows. So, like, try to make, like, a plot of land that's, like, 5 rows, and then make it 5 squares out from a water source. So, like, dig a water source, do 5 rows, and then make 3 of those rows out of the 5 into wheat. Make sure that the wheat rows are separated by a separate row with nothing in it. So, like, do 1 row of wheat, 1 row with nothing, another row with wheat, another row with nothing, and the last row with wheat. And that will allow your wheat to grow as fast as it can until you can get more vegetables or bees or fire or whatever you need to build your farm. Those are my main suggestions if you're just starting out. Dragon Slayer Gaming says, this is what I get for not paying attention to feeds. Hey, Habs. Hey, Dragon Slayer Gaming, you're just in time for me to end the stream, buddy. Glad to have you in here, though. Haley Raven says, you can join Minecraft? Yes, of course you can. Yeah, just, you know, buy yourself an account, get online, download the game, get a new computer, and go ahead and play it and have a great time. It's a great game. Highly recommend it to everybody. Bo Falcon says, well, this was a fun stream. Catch you later, probably in Perp Stream. Most likely, my good friend. I missed Perp Stream yesterday, but that's because I was in the Unis Honest Death Stream all day long, pretty much. So that's why I missed Perp Stream yesterday. And, I mean, I do love Perp, but the thing is that the Unis Honest Death Stream was literally a once-in-a-lifetime thing, so I had to miss Perp to see it. But I will be there tonight for sure, because I love me some good old Perp action. Mr. Shed says hello, and then he says, aw, probably realizing that, the stream is over. I'm sorry, my good friend, Mr. Shed, but you can catch it on the backlog. Fuke says, too late, I'm in a boat. See you later, Hop. See ya, Fuke. Have a great time in your boat, buddy. And King Gold says, awesome stream. See you later. All right, guys, goodbye. I'm going to get going. I had so much fun. We will do this again. I have had a lot of people tell me that they want more Minecraft, so I will bring you guys more Minecraft. And King Gold also says, Memento Mori, Unis Honest, King Gold. Have a great night, guys. I will see y'all later. Oh, and also, important stuff, because I almost forgot! Like, comment, subscribe, look at the description below, check my Patreon, and join it if you want to support more wonderful things by me, because I'm such a wonderful person making such wonderful streams, and I know you guys love it so much. And also, the last thing that I always have to say, because I love saying it, and I love you guys most of all, which is, follow your dreams, guys, okay? Alright, guys, goodbye. I'll see y'all later. Have a good night. I'll see y'all later. Goodbye. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye. Goodbye.